City won the treble and apparently are now interested in a potential new winger with Riyad Mahrez maybe moving on the way. Michael Olise is the latest name to be linked to Manchester City Football Club. It's come from your man Fabrizio Romano. Though this is a guy that actually has been linked to Chelsea quite a lot, actually. I didn't realise the Chelsea links were so strong, so it's worth talking about a little bit anyway, because I think the Olise link is particularly interesting because it hints at a potential post-Riyad Mahrez future. Now, we all know, of course, Mahrez is pretty much done. He's pretty much gone and joined Al Ahly over in Saudi Arabia. It's not been announced yet, but we all know it's happening, hence why he's not on the tour. And I think City will go into the market for a senior player, despite some of the young players that we've got who can play out on the right. I think City will want someone a little bit more Premier League proven, a little bit more established. And it looks like, according to Fabrizio, Olise is currently on the list. Now, I didn't realise how much he was linked to Chelsea. But either way, this is what Romano said. So Chelsea and City are both have Olise in their list. Understand there's a release clause into his contract around 35 million quid. Both clubs are waiting for clarity about his conditions as he picked up an injury last month. He did actually, yeah. He got a huge blow playing for the under 21s, which was obviously a massive blow. He plays for France under 21s. I didn't know he played for France under 21s actually, but yeah, he got a massive blow for them. Where I think he tore his hamstring. Either way, like it's not looking good. It's looking good for them. For that, he could be out for a decent bit of time, maybe for a few months at the start of the season. But he scored a winner in the game and then tore his hamstring and could be out for a while. So apparently City and clubs are paying attention and thinking they're going to see how his fitness goes. And the Chelsea thing's interesting. I do wonder how much that interest would be followed up by Olise if City came in. Like, I don't know if City have expressed their interest yet verbally to him, because obviously the Mahrez deal hadn't yet been done and hasn't yet been done full stop. And Chelsea are just buying people left, right and centre. And at some point you'd be thinking as a player, like, you know, would he prefer Manchester City right now to Chelsea? Obviously he's a London boy, so he's grown up. Where's he grown up? Has he grown up there? I don't know, but I know he's obviously been at Reading and Palace for ages. Yeah, he's from Hammersmith, so he's a London boy. Yeah, he's actually, I think he was eligible for England, but he's also eligible for Nigeria, but he plays for France. So either way, he is obviously a London lad. He might fancy staying there. He was in the Chelsea Academy. Was that true? I didn't know that, if so. He supported Chelsea as a kid too. Okay, well, this doesn't sound particularly appealing then, maybe, according to T. I don't know how true all these things are, but either way, I really like Olise. I think he's a really, really smart footballer with an absolute ton of potential. Yeah, I mean, he can play as a number 10. He can play out wide on the right wing. He's a very much Guardiola kind of winger, where perfect as a number 8, as a right-sided attacking midfielder. He can play as a number 10 behind the strikers. He can play as a right winger, and he's got a really nice passing range. Very Mahrez. Very Mahrez, if we're being honest, man. He's got a wonderful touch. He can dribble past people. He can score free kicks. I think only 3 or 4 more players created more goals in the Premier League than he did last season. So he's a really special footballer. Very good acceleration, very good turn of pace, capable of creating things. But at the same time, I don't really know if this will happen or not, but it's interesting to see that City do have a bunch of players that could be used to replace Mahrez in mind. I know obviously that's not much of a surprise, but I think this is particularly pertinent because I think we all presume that City haven't got plans. They've always had plans. They always have plans. They do. The City aren't stupid. They have backup plans for every potential player leaving. They have lists of players in every single position. Chelsea's system is mental. Like, they're buying everyone and everything. Like, Chelsea are just an absolute mess, and there's players on top of players on top of players on top of players. And like, for me, like, I don't know, man. I don't know how well like I would be, how comfortable I would be with their plan if I was a player, you know, because Chelsea, they're just chaos. They're absolute chaos. Obviously, Pochettino being there is great, and obviously Chelsea are a massive club. I'm not going to deny that, but it is crazy. It is crazy. Gandino with a super chat saying, cheeky, the clause merchant should be all over this. Well, that's the thing. If it is £35 million, you can see why City would be interested, because City hate being rinsed for money. You know, we get clubs do try and take the piss out of us, and I think the appeal here is that it'd be an easy transfer if he was interested and if we wanted to go in for him. And like, you can't deny that Olise would be £35 million is a cracking deal for what it's worth, given his ability, given today's market. It's definitely more than fair market value. And I think he'd fit in really nicely as well. Of course, he is only 21 years old as well. When you've got the likes of Palmer, Oscar Bob, James McAtee, he would sort of crush them a tiny bit. So I do wonder if City would be tempted by someone more senior to help these lads develop a little bit. You know, someone a bit older. Like, I don't know, how old's... let me check. Someone like, Coleman's 27, even though he's a good age, to be fair. Like, someone a little bit older, maybe, potentially. But either way, yeah, it's a good point. Super chat, by the way, from Italian Stallion saying, hello, Stephen. Any news regarding Vardy? Saw you at the City Studios yesterday. Any whispers? We'll take anything at the moment. I think you guys all need to know, by the way, how little the media team know about these things and how unwilling they are to say about it anyway, because it's their jobs that line. So there's no whispers going around the studios because we don't talk about that stuff because they don't know about it. They're just... Hundreds of people work for Man City. It doesn't get around until they sign and until they have to do stuff. So no whispers going around. I think Vardy will come to Manchester City. My personal guess is it was Vardy got giddy and sort of leaked it unintentionally. I reckon that's what happened, but I do think it'll happen, mate. I do think it'll happen. I think Vardy will come here, and I think it's just a little bit saving face as it stands, mate. But I'm not particularly worried, and I don't think you should be worried too. I think it'll happen. We just have to be calm. He's not worth 14 million, Joel. He's worth way more than that, honestly. He's a good player, man. I don't know why you got against him, but it's clearly... Literally, honestly, you can say what you want about him, but once again, his stats speak volumes, man. They do speak volumes. Set up 11 goals last season. He won their Players Player of the Season award for Palace. Only 3 players created more Premier League goals than Olise last season. Well, no player under 21 in Europe's top 5 leagues finished the season with more assists than Olise. So he was in the top 5 leagues. He had the most assists of any under 21 player, and he was 4th in the Premier League assists. So that pretty much says it all about his quality at a pretty relatively average club as well. Chelsea, well, there's rumours going around about Olise, but I'm not sure if it's actually happened yet about Chelsea. I am seeing the rumours going around, so we'll have to see if that's actually true. But I thought it was interesting news anyway. Is it actually done with Chelsea? Who just tweeted it? Who tweeted it? I can't see that. The Mail just tweeted it. I mean, the Mail also shared about Olise as well. Let's have a look. I'm going to see. I mean, I'm reading about it now. Apparently, he's already agreed to go to Chelsea if a deal can be reached. From Fabrice Hawkins, who's a journalist as well at RMC. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe he has done. Maybe he has done. Either way, he's the kind of player I wouldn't mind a City if it came to it. Well, they don't have to compete for him. That's the point, JT. It'd be a release clause. Yeah, the rumours going around with that they will. They are close to it. I'm just looking through now. Yeah, fair enough. Either way, I thought it was interesting to go live. Did anyone see the quotes, by the way, from Pep Guardiola about Oscar Bob and so on? That was really interesting. He talked about Oscar Bob. He's another potential winger, of course. Guardiola said this about him. Said, Oscar Bob made an incredible season for the Man City second team. He played unbelievable. He played 3 or 4 positions well, and we counted on him a lot. First Phil, Cole, Rico, James, and now Oscar has good perspective. That's interesting, man. He talked about Palmer, Rico, McAtee. Maybe they're going to stay. Maybe he's going to... Yeah, we count on him a lot. I like that quote. Oscar Bob, it sounds like he's going to be involved an awful lot. And he was fantastic last year, and he is versatile. So maybe Oscar Bob, he's going to get that chance, as a winger. He talked about Kovacic as well, said really good. He's an exceptional player, and we know it. It's just the first game. He has to know us, and we want what we want, but he's really, really good. Yeah, I agree. The Olise thing, I had no idea that they were that close, Chelsea. We'll see how it goes, but I thought it'd be worth jumping live and having a quick chat about it. Go watch the match reaction. I want to do a quick video. I'll catch you all if there's any Vardy updates. But for now, though, Olise, would you take him? Let me know down in the comments below. Catch you all in a bit. City won 5-3 early. City won the treble. Catch my match reaction. Bye-bye.